Oh, hello. Welcome to the TV room. David Bradley here. I have another little bin here from stuff. And once again, we have stuff that it's handy, but not perhaps handy for here. This is a roll of aluminum tape. And it's going to go definitely to the car where it might be helpful. Now these are old timer things. And I think they work. You basically put the thing, set kind of the time, you pull up these little knobby things on there, and it'll turn lights on and off. And there's another one here that's different, but the same. It has different colors and things, but that's what it does. One way you can kind of get an idea if they're working is to hear, if you kind of hear them making almost like a noise like a clock. But anyway, I'm not going to test them with this one. Now here is something that I kept looking at over and over and over. Look, it's a Commodore disc label, but it has been slimed. It's ruined. It's gross. Let's look inside. I don't know. I mean, I could keep it. I could use it, but wait for all those people who never say, or who say I never get rid of anything. Watch this. Into the recycling it goes. It's gone. Now, here we have more little papers. Oh, Commodore 1541 test demo disc. Probably another disc that I used to format. Ooh, and this one. Oh, no, I guess I ripped the right protect sticker off. I thought I had notched it, but not. It seems I will put that here with other discs to check out. And we'll see what's what here. Oh, look. It's a dusty, well written, not written, read 1541 manual. I think what I'm going to do, I have disk drives sitting in front of me on the floor here, including, I've got to find a storage thing for this 1571 drive mechanism that is defective. But I'm going to take this little book and set it underneath that to keep things from scratching. And see, oh, now here's something that doesn't need to be here. It's an optical mouse, which I mean, maybe there's a way on one of these fine machines to use it, but I don't know. Also, it needs a little USB thing to work. So, and where's that? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't need to be here. Ooh, now here. Oh, here's a little notepad. That I don't know when I used before. There's a lock combination here from who knows when. It is not required. This too can be recycled. And this has, it's funny, this has a little elasticy thing on the back. I'm not sure why. Maybe I will put that in my shirt pocket. Perhaps I will use it. Perhaps I will. Now here's something. What is this? Ooh, it's my lanyard from the world of Commodore 2023. I will hold on to that. I shall. I have others. I missed many over the years because I just forgot. And that's, ooh, wait for it. Look, 25 years of Commodore, 1958 to 1983. That is a button that I would have got back in 1983. I will put it there. Let's see. Now here, last year, yeah, I have an old three-wheeled motorcycle, and last year my brother decided that he would get back in the game, and he got, I think it was a gold wing thing, but anyway, not long after, he found somebody who was quite interested in it, mostly because of the color, and he sold it, and so he does not have it anymore. But I have these buttons from long ago. I love three-wheeling, and I think I sent one to him. I'm not sure if it made it there or not, but I guess, you know what, I have some buttons. I'll stick these in the drawer here. I shall. What do we have here? Oh, now here, this is a screwdriver of sorts, but it has, it takes sockets, and that, handy as it is not handy really here. So it'll go in there, and things will get dispersed. Here is a little thing. It's a plant hanger, and what it does is you can hang it on a thing that you would hang a plant on, but it will let the plant spin with the wind. Interesting. Not needed here. Now these things I've always been tormented by. They are things that came with these cool soap things. But also they are handy to, if you're working on something, to just like drop parts onto. And of course, do I have one of them? No, I have two of them. And I still think they're handy for that. It's not something you would, leave something on for a long time, but if you were just taking something apart and putting it back together, would be handy. It would. Okay, now here, this is a little wee model of a Harley Davidson, and I'm going to take that downstairs, and even though it's after Christmas, I'm going to be doing a thing with the Christmas tree, and I'm kind of setting up a room that'll be like the Christmas room, and it'll be like that all the time, and this is the kind of thing that I think I will find a way to delicately hang forever on the tree. Now, what is this? Aha! A serial cable to connect a 1541 or other such device to a 64, 128, VIC-20. That will go onto the door. Ah, look at that. It's an RCA splitter. Always handy. Male, female. Yeah, that does not hang well on the door. I'm going to stick that in a bucket here, because it may come in handy. Now here is something. Oh, I gotta be careful about this. This is not the best installation, as I would say. It's a little wee fan, and indeed, I have no doubt that it will spin. But at this moment, I will be careful. I will show you that the connections are not taped by any means. And that is perhaps not wise, and they're not soldered. And I guess mainly the reason I would have had this like this would be to test the fan. I probably stole the cord off of something. While I'm here, because of course by now I forget if this works, I'm going to pull out the charger that I use to do my, well, maybe I'm not. Maybe I can reach back here and do this safely. Oh yeah. And the fan, I don't know if you can hear that, but it is spinning up. I've recently been in conversation with Rudy of Rudy's Retro Intel about Super Pets and them running too hot. And fans would be good, and indeed, fans would be good. Oh yeah. This is not very noisy, and it does keep the air flowing. It does have some holes on it that it could be used to, pardon the expression, be mounted. So I think, now, definitely it needs work on the wiring side of things. I wonder if this is a cord that I stole off of a defunct power supply. I don't know. Anyway, at this moment, I will put this fan into this other bucket. I shall. Back to here. Here we have, indeed, these are dog tags. And literally, that's what they are. But they're not for a dog. I had these made years ago when I visited Houston, Texas. I went into a military place, and they had a machine that would make dog tags, and you could ask them to make things. And this was from long ago, and I don't know if you know much about dog tags, but there's typically two of them. One goes around your neck, and one, if something terrible happens to you, they put on your toe. Anyway, these are the same, and they say, Super Dave, property of Lawrence Park. And indeed, that was the first school that I went to, worked at. My father attended there, and yeah, I haven't tried to put this on in a long time. They're difficult because it's just this little itty bitty thing they have to pull apart and then put back on. And I don't think it would. No, there's no way it would fit over my head. It might not even fit around my neck. Anyway, I'm going to keep this handy because, well, it is special to me. It's been a while. What is this? Antibiotic cream. Connectin. What is this? And kills athlete's foot fungus. Right, well, that can go elsewhere. Oh, look. Here's a little bottle of cologne that I don't think I've used in a very long time. Thing about cologne, you gotta make sure you get the hole pointed right. That too can go in here because it'll go off to the bathroom. And then we have, oh yes, I keep on saying I'm going to do something with this, and I will. It's a teeny tiny little push button switch. Teeny tiny. And has little spades on it. It would make a fine reset switch for something. Probably for a pet, but mind you, the thing you got to make sure of when you have a reset switch on something is you don't accidentally press it when you don't want to. Anyway, I'm going to put that in this bucket, and at some point, good things will happen to it. And here is a little bowl. Mickey and Minnie. And yeah, that could be something that, you put parts in, but I think not. I think it's going to go away. Oh, and in the bottom of this, what do we have? What treasures do we have? Ugh, we have dust. We have an American penny, Canadian nickel, and 2 Canadian dimes. Ta-da! Oh, is there stuff on there? I don't know. Anyway, I will tuck them. Oh, try not to drop them. I'll put them in my pocket, and I do have a place where I keep loose change. Now, I also found a card here. And, indeed, it is a Christmas card. And, oh dear, it does look like it is from 2022. And somehow, it did not get opened. But it should have. Uh-huh. In fact, oh yes. Cool. So it is actually from my sister, but is it really from 2022? Maybe. I don't know. It's got an interesting stamp on it. You know what? I think I'll just stick this in here. Then, of course, I'll look at the card. Silent Night. And as typically, my sister would send us kind of a little newsletter that she sends around to people. Oh, so I don't think this is from 2022. Maybe the little stickers were, and of course they were reused. And so be it. December 2nd, 2023. Cool. I will read this at another time. It is something. I will, you know what? Because I have the envelope here, I've not discarded it. I'll put this in here. I shall. And there's a couple of pictures from the wedding of Phil and Emily. So this would have been in 2023. It would have been. There they are. The happy couple. And here is, I used to refer to the picture of all the pet things as the family portrait, but here is family people that were there. And I know that light is being a pain. Maybe I can do better here. Maybe I can. Anyway, you might notice that I'm looking rather like Hagrid. And Andrew, way up in the corner, although you can't see him, he was dressed as Harry Potter. There is a reason for this. And that is that Phil and Emily first met while attending Glendon College at York University. And they met at a Harry Potter club something. Phil went because he thought they had free food. They did not. But that is where he met Emily, and I think, from what I've heard anyway, from what the story goes, that maybe when they first met, they found each other some annoying. But obviously, things have changed. And I think it was approximately 10 years later that they were wed. So, it was a fun time. It was. Anyway, what I need to do now, just because I can, I won't do it right yet, I need to test these little timer things, see if they're all handy. It's funny, it's a good thing to have lights doing funny things, especially if you're away. And I know of a place not far from here where the house is vacant. People have moved out, and it looks exactly like that. And it's funny how just some light here and there going on and off time to time. And also, I mean, these things, they're not just limited to lights. They can do, you could have hooked up to a radio. Or, golly, in the old days, a stereo to make a place look busy and lived in. Anyway, I think I will find, and I think I have downstairs, another power bar, and I will see about bringing that up here, plugging these in, plugging them into a light, and seeing if they work. And if they do, well, I'll know they work. And if they don't, well, I know they don't. But I might put some of them in action, in play. We'll see. Certainly, I have a thing right now outside because it's, festive time. And I'm not sure if these are safe for outside. Maybe they're inside. Probably inside. They're only 2 prongs. But I have the thing outside. It's meant for outside. And you can set it to do different things. So right now I have festive lights, and I'll soon be done with them. And as dusk hits, they go on for 2 hours. That's what they do. And then they go off. That's what they do. Anyway, I will explore these. They do look pretty. That's always a bonus. But if they don't work, well, what's it matter really? And I suppose if they don't work, this too would be, wait for it, a time to throw something out. which everybody says I don't do, but I do. You've seen it today. Anyway, so I have now these two little bins, and I will bring more things up, and I will explore more things, and I will continue to get organized, one little bit at a time. Bye for now.